Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for week 7 of this series of practice. My name is Sabrina, and I will be guiding you through beginner's flow. We'll focus on opening up the heart space and throat space, as well as sun salutations A and B. So when you're ready, I invite you to come into a comfy seat here on your mat. If you'd like, you may take the seat pockets out from underneath you and slowly set the hips back down. Invitation to close your eyes here if that feels good. I invite you to bring your arms up to the sky, reach up for the sun, and gently guide them back down on the exhale, shining the heart forward, looking up, inhaling up, exhaling, shining the heart through. We'll take this together 2 more times at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll bring the hands to touch and gently bring them back down to your heart space here. Perhaps you'd like to call on an intention for your practice today. It can be a simple word or phrase that connects you to your practice. For instance, from today, mine will be, I choose to open my heart. Whatever it is, take a second to let it sink in. And inhale, feel it expand through your body, up through the heart space and the throat. Exhale, feel it radiate through your body. Inhale, send that intention higher through the crown of the head. Exhale, shoot it down to the earth. Inhale, exhale. When you feel ready, I invite you to bring your hands to your knees and gently bring your gaze over to the right side of the room, inviting an opening in the back of the neck here. Perhaps you can find your favorite color here on the wall or floor, and perhaps you can notice any windows or doors. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left side. Noticing any differences here. Perhaps you see something new. Inhale back to center. And I invite you to take this motion 2 more times at your own pace. When you're ready, I invite you to gently walk your hand to the right side of the room and inhale the left fingertips up to the sky, opening the heart and the throat up to the sky here. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up to the sky, open the heart. Exhale. Invitation to take this 2 more times at your own pace here, with the intention to not scrunch down into the elbow, but to open the heart up to the sky. When you've completed both sides, I invite you to bring your arms up to the sky, inhale up, and exhale, grab each elbow here. Feeling a stretch, opening the heart, shining it forward, perhaps looking up to the sky, opening the throat here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the palms down. This time, we'll inhale the arms up to the sky once more and grab opposite elbow on top. Inhale, opening the heart and throat up to the sky. Exhale, planting the arms back down. I invite you to bring your hands to your knees and gently bring some cat-cow movements into your practice. Inhaling, reaching the chest and heart forward. Exhale, tucking the tailbone and navel to the spine. Inhale, opening. Maybe you can smile at the sky. Exhale. Invitation to take this 2 more times at your own pace if that feels good. And if you'd like to invite any other movements into the body at this time, I invite you to take those that feel good. When you're ready, I invite you to come over on the knees into a tabletop position here. And we'll continue taking cat-cows, stacking the hips over the knees, wrists over under the shoulders. And on the inhale, we'll drop the belly down, lift the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, leading with the tailbone, rounding the spine into our cat. Inhale, drop the belly, open the heart and throat up to the sky. Exhale, round. I invite you to take this movement 2 more times at your own pace. Becoming curious about the heart and throat space as they begin to open in our practice. Allowing any feelings that come up to just be there, no labels or judgment. When you're ready, we'll meet back in a neutral position here. And I invite you to ground your left palm into the mat and bring your right arm up to the sky, coming into a gentle twist, eyes looking past the fingertips. Exhale, back down, ground the right palm down. Inhale, left arm opens. Gaze looking just past the fingertips here. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. I invite you to take this movement once more at your own pace. On the exhale, we'll bring the toes to touch and slowly sink back into our child's pose here, allowing the forehead to rest here on the mat. Hands to stretch out wide. Maybe you can make an L shape with a thumb here. And please know this pose is here for you at any point in your practice. If you would like to skip any postures or simply catch your breath, this pose is always a safe space. And as you begin to rest here, perhaps you can picture a trapdoor beneath your mat, where any thoughts that may no longer serve you during this practice can drain out to the floor, and creating more space for curiosity and space for the heart and throat to open. It is here when we open the heart that we can become more accepting of love and compassion for ourselves, and then we can send it out to others. And when we begin to open our throats, we are better able to communicate, to speak our truth, and express our needs here. If any uncomfortable emotions arise at any point in this practice, I invite you to slow down and take a breath, giving your body whatever it is it needs in this moment. When you're ready, I invite you to come back up into a tabletop position here. And we'll stack the shoulders over the wrists once more. Begin to tuck the toes and gently lift the knees to hover here. Inhale, big breath in together. Exhale. Inhale. Tuck the hips up to the sky, coming into a downward dog here. Allowing an L shape to form, the thumb and pointer finger and the other tips to be stretched out wide here. Giving a generous bend here in the knees too. This pose is more about opening your heart than it is the hamstrings, but perhaps you may feel sensation in both. You may like to bring some gentle movements into your legs at this time, bending each one as we slowly walk the dog here. On the next exhale, I invite you to sink into your knees and slowly walk or hop your way to your palms here, meeting in a forward fold. Perhaps at this time you'd like to take ragdoll, elbow touching palms here and framing the face. Maybe you'd like to sway side to side or find stillness in this posture. Another option is to bring your fingers interlaced behind your head and allow them to press into the back of the head here. Gravity doing the work. When you're ready, I invite you to drop the palms. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the palms to touch the shins or thighs, L shape in the back. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky, stacking vertebrae by vertebrae, palms to touch here. And exhale, taking a back bend if that feels good for you. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms heart center, allowing the thumbs to touch the sternum here. Inhale once more up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lead with the heart and crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, plant the palms and gently step the feet back behind you, coming into your plank here. You always have the option to drop the knees if that feels better for you in your body. And on the inhale, we'll come forward, over shoulders over wrists, and exhale, chaturanga, knitting the elbows in, lowering down to our bellies. We'll inhale, taking our back bend, cobra, opening the heart and looking up to the sky to open the throat. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, tuck the toes, and slowly pike the hips up to downward dog if that feels good, or take child's pose. If you are in down dog, I invite you to take a few gentle movements, bending the knees or swaying the hips. And when you're ready, on the exhale, we'll bend deep into the knees and make our way to our palms. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, taking that back bend, opening the chest and heart up to the sky. Inhale, back up. Exhale, palms heart center, thumbs to sternum. Perhaps you'd like to take a moment to reflect on your intention for your practice today. Taking a few moments to send this intention up through the heart and throat, through the crown up to the sky. And exhale, feeling it sink down into the earth. When you're ready, we'll inhale the palms to touch. And exhale, forward fold, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, planting the palms, stepping the feet back behind us. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, allowing the tops of the feet to root into the mat here. Exhale, lower back down. And we'll tuck the toes. Come back through your child's pose. Or take downward dog if that feels good for you. When you're ready, we'll meet back in downward dog here. And on the exhale, we'll bend deep into the knees. And slowly walk our way to our palms. Inhale, take that halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Do your forward fold here. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Step the feet back into a plank here. Inhale and come forward. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Rooting the hips and feet into the earth to open the heart and throat up to the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Come back to your child's pose. All right, take downward dog here. In your own time, we'll meet in down dog. And exhale, lower, sink into the knees. And walk your way to your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the crown of the head stretch forward. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, catch the sun. Exhale, bring it down into your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, taking a back bend if that feels good in your body. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back. Exhale, lower down. And this time, we'll gently relax our hands behind us and we'll come into a locust pose. We'll do this here in a few stages. On the inhale, I invite you to root your feet and thighs and palms into the mat as you slowly lift your forehead off of the mat and look forward about 3 feet in front of you. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting only the head here. Exhale, lower back down. This time, for 3 breath cycles, we'll begin bringing the shoulders up with the head. So on the inhale, we'll lift the shoulders and palms, keeping our gaze about 3 feet in front of you. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, pressing the palms of the feet and hips down as you lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. For the 3rd round, we'll pick up our head, hands, shoulders, and feet off the ground. Inhale. Pressing the hip bones into the mat here, keeping the gaze forward. Exhale. Perhaps you'd like to bring your palms to touch in front of you to make a pillow for your forehead and gently windshield wiper the legs from side to side here. You may set them back down when you feel like you had enough. Inhale, we'll lift the head and gently slide the palms back to where they meet your chest. And we'll inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, slide the palms out in front of you. Shoulders stacking over the elbows. Pressing the hips down into the mat, we'll inhale into our Sphinx. Staying here for 3 breath cycles. With every inhale, can you feel your chest and throat opening up to the sky? Exhale, feeling your hips and feet root into the earth. When you're ready, and gently slide the palms out in front of you, making a pillow once more. Taking a windshield wiper to those legs, again, if that feels good for you. And when you're ready, you may plant the feet back down. And gently bend in to the right leg, bringing the right arm back behind you to catch your foot here. Looking back towards the right leg here. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, left leg back, left arm up. Taking this 2 more times at your own pace. Taking a windshield wiper a few times to release the back if needed. We'll plant the legs down. This time, we'll bring our arms behind us, bend deep into both legs here, catching the outside of the right and left foot. We'll press our hips down into the mat and inhale, take flight, pressing into the palms with your feet and lifting the gaze of the head upwards, coming into bow pose, opening the heart and throat here. Exhale, lower back down. An invitation to take those windshield wipers one more time if that's what you feel like you need in this moment. On the inhale, we'll press our way up and come into child's pose as a rebound pose here to decompress the lower back. When you're ready, inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up into downward dog. We'll walk the feet to touch, hugging into the midline. And we'll inhale the right leg up to the sky. Option to bend into the knee if that feels good, but keeping our shoulders aligned in front of us. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring that left leg up to the sky. Option to bend into the knee and keeping our shoulders aligned here. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lifting up to the sky. Exhale, hugging the right knee into the chest. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, planting the foot between the left and right hands. Inhale, coming up into warrior one here. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the arms up, grabbing each elbow here, opening the heart up to the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands behind you, interlacing them. Inhale, reach back and up. Exhale, fold forward, bringing the chest to the inside of the right leg here. Inhale, come back up. Release the palms here. Inhale up to the sky and exhale, lower down. Bring the right foot back to meet the left. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, come back to child's pose. Exhale, downward dog. This time we'll walk the feet to our midline and inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale up. Exhale. Plant the palms between the left and right hand, palming the back foot down to come into warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up. Grab each elbow here. And exhale, opening. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your palms to touch behind you, interlacing the fingers here. Inhale. reach back and reach the chest up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward here. If you accidentally release your bind, that's okay. And bring the chest into the inside of the left leg here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release those hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Feeling the chest and throat open to the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, coming back through child's pose here. And exhale, down dog. Exhale to the knees. And begin to walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, coming into your chair. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to touch. Invitation to come into your mantra for your practice once more here. Inhaling, feeling it extend up and out of the body. Exhaling, rooting into the earth. Perhaps you may feel your intention expanding more in the heart and throat spaces here after we've begun to open them up. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, sink into your chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step the feet back. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, hug it into the chest. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, plant that foot between the left and right hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the palms to touch behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, reach back, open the heart up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, coming into the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, up, release the hands. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the foot back to meet the left. And chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog or child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale. Plant the left foot between the left and right hands. Inhale up to the sky, warrior one. Exhale, bring the palms back behind you. Interlace the fingers and reach back. Feel the throat and heart up to the sky. Exhale, sink down. Left shoulder, inside of left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, plant the palms. And this time, I invite you to ground into the left foot. Raise the right leg and step it up to meet the left here. Coming into a forward fold. Perhaps you'd like to take a ragdoll here in this posture once more as we take a moment to catch our breath and come back into our intention here. Staying here as long as you'd like. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. And arms out to your side. For this round, I invite you to gently play with some balancing here. So perhaps you would like to bring your hands to your hips and gently pick up the right heel here, bending into the knee. Maybe you'd like to swing it up to the sky or behind you here. And gently set it back down. This time, grounding into the right foot. And inhaling, bending into the left toes, picking up the left heel here. Perhaps you'd like to bring it up to the sky or maybe behind you, knowing it's okay if you wobble. And then inhaling it back up and exhale, planting it down beside you. Invite some wiggles in to the feet and the hips here. This time I invite you to ground into your right foot here, and we'll come into our tree pose. So tree can be your left foot at your ankle on the floor, or it can be on your calf, or it can be tucked in to your right thigh here. You never want it to be on the knee. And you can bring your hands to touch here at heart center or up to the sky. And it's helpful to find your drishti or a gaze a few feet in front of you. Perhaps it's on the floor or wall. Still hold your focus. And when you're ready, we'll plant that left foot back down, wiggle it out. And gently ground into the left foot here. Coming up to the ball of our foot on the right and keeping it here at our ankle. Opening the right knee here. Up on our calf or up here at your inner thigh. Fullest expression of tree. Please know it is completely okay if you wobble here. After all, trees do sway in the wind. When you're ready, we'll plant that leg back down here, gently rocking side to side. And this time, I invite you to bring your arms to your side, grounding into that right foot, inhaling the left leg up, catching the knee. And perhaps you gently like to open it to the side here, or catching the right foot, opening the left side of the room. These are just options here, by no means required. When you're ready, we'll set that left leg back down, shake it out. And this time, we'll ground into the left foot. Inhale, that right knee up. Exhale, open it if that feels good. And you always have the option to catch the right toes here if that feels good in your body. And don't forget to breathe. When you land, shake it out a little bit. Perhaps bring a smile to your face. Perhaps if we can balance our bodies in yoga, we can gently find balance in life. When you're ready, I invite you to ground both feet into the mat here and step a little bit deeper into the right. I invite you to lift your left knee up and exhale, send it back behind you. Catch your left foot. As we come into our dancer pose, I invite you to extend your right arm out in front of you and press your foot, your back foot into your palm here. Finding your drishti. When you're ready for the other side, I invite you to ground into your left foot here and inhale that right leg up. Exhale, extend it back behind you. Catch the right foot. Inhale, hinge at the hips. Press your foot into your back right palm here. And you'll find a gentle opening in your heart and throat here as you come into your dancer. When you've landed on the other side, I invite you to pick up your right knee and gently wrap it around your left leg. Perhaps you'd like to tuck your toes behind your calf here, or place it on the ground too. Invitation to bring the arms out in front of you and gently bring the right elbow underneath the left elbow, connecting the forearms and palms here. And if you feel like you have good balance in this posture, you can gently bend deep into that left knee and crunch down. Inhale back up. Exhale. Release when you feel ready. When you land, I invite you to bring your feet to touch. Bend into your right leg. Gently wrap your left leg around you. Perhaps you can interlace your toes behind your calf or on the ground. Bringing the palms out in front of us, left arm underneath, forearms and hands wrap around. Coming into our eagle on the other side. Option to crunch down. Inhale, up. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, up. And slowly release. Shake it off, that feels good. Do a little dance, bring a smile to your face. Or just stay in stillness and breathe. Taking this time to honor our bodies and offer gratitude for our heart space, for knowing what feels good in yoga and what does not, and honoring those spaces, knowing that everything is an option and no pace is the wrong pace. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward, fold forward, all the way down, sink deep into those knees and come into a comfy seat here. I'll turn this way so that you are better able to see me. And I invite you to bring the knees into the chest here, grounding deep into the sit bones. And inhale, perhaps you lift your knees to your chest here, coming into a boat pose. Perhaps you'd like to lift your arms up to the sky and extend your feet up too. Staying here for one more breath cycle. And when you're ready, setting the feet back down and exhaling down onto our backs here. Bringing the knees into the chest, wrapping our arms around, elbow to elbow, pressing our knees into our belly here, breathing in and exhaling, feeling any extra release in the back here. When you're ready, I invite you to plant your feet down into the mat and walk your heels to perhaps where you can tickle them. We'll inhale, lift the hips up, coming into our bridge pose here. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lifting the hips, lower back, mid back and upper back here. Holding for one breath if that feels good for you. And exhale, lower down. I invite you to bring the knees into the chest here, sway side to side if that feels good. And we'll gently bring both of the knees over to the left side of the room. Invitation to extend that right arm out beside you and gaze over that shoulder here. Opening the chest up to the sky as we come into a gentle supine twist. Inhaling the legs back up through center, exhaling off to the right. Extending the left arm out to your side if that feels good. Bringing the gaze over the left shoulder here. Inhale back through center. And I invite you to take any last poses that may feel good on your body. Perhaps it's something we've done earlier in this class or the previous classes. Maybe it's stillness. If you would like to try something new, I invite you to press your palms and shoulders down into the mat here. Rooting deep down. Inhale the hips up to the sky. Coming into plow here. Tucking the chin into the chest. And feet extending back behind the head here. It's important here that we rest on our shoulders and not so much putting all of the stress on our neck here. When you're ready, I invite you to gently come out, bringing your hands to your lower back, scooping the hips up and down, and curling into a little ball here, bringing the head to the knees, and breathing. Exhale, planting the feet back down here, and gently extending them out into your final rest. You may gently roll the shoulders out beside you and feet out to the side, facing the palms up if you would like to receive energy, or down if you would like to feel grounded. Another option is to bring one palm to the heart space and one to the belly, and feel the waves of your inhale and exhale here. As we begin to sink into our final rest, our sunset pose, I invite you to deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale, reflecting on how it feels to open your heart to yourself, to yoga, and to new experiences. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath. And if you'd like to stay longer, you're more than welcome to. When you're ready, I invite you to bring some gentle movement into the fingertips and toes here. Perhaps you'd like to gently open the eyes as if you're waking up for the first time. When you're ready, I invite you to roll over on the side of your choice. Coming into a fetal position here, tucking the chin into the chest to your internal teacher. As we wind down our practice, I invite you to become curious about what it feels like when the heart opens and when the heart closes, as well as when the throat opens and throat closes. I invite you to become further curious about these areas, examining the benefits and limitations of both feelings, and use that as a map to navigate how open you would like each to be, knowing that if we focus on the breath, we have everything that we already need. When you're ready, I invite you to gently press your way up into a seat. We'll end practice here as we began. Stacking each vertebrae here, Closing the eyes if that feels good for you. Take an inhale up to the sky, saluting the sun. Exhale, drawing the palms down to your heart center here. Invitation to close the eyes. We'll take one big deep breath in together. Exhale, let it out. And in yoga, we say namaste, which translates to the light in me sees, loves, and honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much. Again, I look forward to seeing you next week for class 8. Keep opening your hearts, yogis.